guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Anne, and if you have been here already, welcome back. For today's video, I just wanted to sit down and play with makeup. I'm using some new products which I got in the last couple of weeks that I haven't used on camera yet, so I felt like today is the perfect opportunity to just sit down and play with those products. And this is the look that I came up with. This is kind of like my go-to makeup look, but instead I'm using like new products. But yeah, I really love how it turned out, and yeah, if you want to know how I created this, then let's get started. So like I said, I'm gonna play with a lot of new products. I placed it all in this basket so I can just grab some products that I want to try out today. And the first thing I want to use today is this CC Brightening Serum from Bobbi. I received a lot of new products from this brand. I've never used their products before, but this looks really beautiful, and it says that it's like a hydration correction kind of thing. So I'm gonna apply this before applying foundation to see if it already kind of corrects some redness in my skin. So I am gonna apply 2 drops, and then now I'm gonna warm it up a little bit, and then now apply it on my face. So it does kind of have a smell. I can't really describe like what it smells like, but I do smell something. Then now for the next step, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I'm using it in the shade Light Medium. And I'm gonna apply this a little bit on my cheekbones, a little bit on the forehead, and a little bit right here. Normally I would also apply it on my chin, but I have some breakouts, so I'm not gonna do that today. And then I just use my hands to blend it into my skin. Now for today's video, I wanted to mainly play with like new products, but I haven't received like a new foundation lately. So I'm gonna use one of my favorites, which is by Natasha, Denona, which is called the Pore Finishing Matte Foundation. And I'm using it in the shade 70WN, which is super dark, but I do have some fake tan on, and I feel like whenever I use concealer and setting powder, it always lightens up my foundation a lot. So hopefully I can get away with this color. So I'm just gonna put my hair a little bit to the back. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so you can see the application a bit better. And to apply my foundation, I'm taking my favorite brush, which is from Real Techniques. It's called the Buffer Brush. And I know this foundation looks like 10 shades darker than my own natural face color, but I have fake tan on, and whenever I'm wearing fake tan, I like to match my face with my neck. Also, when you look at my arm, it's kind of perfectly matching, so I just kind of want to match it with my body. Okay, so let's be honest, I think I do look a little bit crazy. You can see my own natural skin color showing through my eyes, but hopefully I can fix that with some concealer. And for my concealer today, I want to try this new one by e.l.f. Cosmetics. I've heard so many good things about it, so I can't wait to try it. And the shade I'll be using is in the shade Light Sand. This concealer is super light, like in comparison with my foundation, which I normally don't really like. I find it a little bit too much, but for today, since my foundation is quite dark, I think we can make it work. So while applying this concealer, I noticed that it dries super quickly, so you have to be a little bit quick with blending it in, or you can do one eye first, blend it in, and then do the other side. But I never used this concealer before, so I had no idea. But if I would do it again, I probably would do one eye first and maybe wait with like applying it on my forehead, because it's a little bit dry, so it was harder to blend out. So normally I use cream contour for my forehead, but my face is super matte right now, so I think it's gonna be a little bit hard to blend it in. So I think instead I'm just gonna use some bronzer and like a powder contour. So now to set my concealer, I'm going in with the Mercier Translucent powder. I also received this powder from Bobbi, which is called the Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. But I'm not really sure if this is like a nice baking powder, so I'm just going with my old trusted Laura Mercier powder. And then maybe later I'm gonna try this one. So I'm just using that same beauty blender, blending it into the powder. I let this sit for around a minute, and then I take my Sigma F35 brush and I'm just gonna wipe it away. And underneath the eyes I'm also kind of pressing it into the concealer. So I now want to first do my eye makeup, and then we're gonna finish off the rest of the face, do the bronzer, the highlighter, all that good stuff. So for my eyes, I'm gonna start with this new cream eyeshadow base primer from Sigma Beauty in the color Earthen. This is so beautiful. I used it a few days ago off camera. And what I do, I skip the part where I use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I go directly in with this eyeshadow primer. And since this has already a color in it, it's just like a perfect base for any other colors you want to apply. And I felt like it was so easy to use. You apply it all over the eyelid, you blend it in, and you have applied an eyeshadow primer and a transition shade in one. So you kind of skip like one step. So if you are in a hurry, I think this is like perfect. And also I think this shade is really beautiful. It's not warm tone, it's not super cool tone, it's kind of like a nice in-between kind of color. Then now for my eyeshadow today, I want to use this new palette by Natasha Denona, which is so freaking beautiful. You guys know I love Natasha Denona, her eyeshadows. And this palette is called the Biba palette. And I think the first color I want to go in with is this one called Freckle, and apply it all over the eyelids. Then now I'm going to take the shade Cocoa, which is this one right here, and softly pressing it right here in the outer V. And then after that, I'm going back in with the first brush we used and just blend around the edges to make it look a little bit more smooth. Now for all over my eyelid, I'm gonna take the color Shine, which is this one, and I'm just gonna use my finger to apply this. I feel like with shades like this, it's most easy, and look how beautiful that is. And don't worry if it doesn't look like really smooth around the edges. I'm going back in with a blending brush after this, and this will kind of make the shade melt into the other colors. Also, I have really great news. You guys know I have my braces now for a while, and next month they will be removed. Well, it's actually not in the month of May, it's June 14, I believe. And honestly, I can't wait until they're gone. I now have them for almost a year, and they told me I needed them only for 7 months, so it's already much longer than I was expecting, and it hasn't been like the most easy journey for me. It made me so freaking insecure. So I really can't wait until they will be gone. I feel like I'm gonna kind of feel like brand new. Probably sounds stupid, but I just hope that I feel more confident when they will be gone. Okay, then again I'm taking the G832 brush from Jaclyn Hill Morphe and just blend that around the edges. This will make sure that it looks like less harsh, the shade that we just applied. The edges will kind of blend into the matte shades in the crease. Then I'm going in with some eyeliner. I'm taking this Maybelline Hyperprecise All Day Liquid Liner, which I really like. It's just super easy to use. So I went for this little winged liner, which I wear really often off camera. I feel like it just really suits my eye shape. Also, I noticed my eyebrows are a little bit washed out, so I'm going in with some gimmebrow from Benefit. I think this happened because of the setting powder. Kind of washed them out. Now for my waterline, I'm taking this pencil from Mua Makeup Academy. This one is in the shade called Icon. Just applying a little bit in the waterline. I'm really into using brown colors in the waterline lately. I just feel like it makes my eye color stand out so much more as if I would like use black or like a nude pencil. So I'm using this every day when I'm not filming. I just think it adds a little bit extra. Then now to blend out the lower lash line, I'm going in with the shade Cocoa and Freckle. And then using my favorite mascara, which is the Benefit Roller Lash. For my lashes, I want to keep it really soft and natural, so I'll be using these ones from Dark Swan of Denmark. I don't really know the name, but I will search it up on the internet and put it down in the description bar. These are really soft, really natural, and that's what I mostly go for on a daily basis. I quickly applied the lashes off camera. I feel like you can barely see them. They're so natural. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to use these ones again because you can't even see them. So I don't know. I don't find it like worth the effort. But yeah, this is the end result of the eyes. I'm going to show you guys some close-ups and then we're going to finish off the rest of the face. Then now for my lips, I'm going to take the Oak Lipliner from MAC Cosmetics. On top of that, I'm going in with the Jouer lip cream in the color Bear, which I think is such a beautiful color. And then in the center, I'm taking a little bit of the Sephora, what is the shade name? The shade 32, and I'm going to apply a little bit of that in the center. Now I'm warming up my skin using this bronzer from Jouer Cosmetics in the color Sunswept. And I recently fell in love with this brush from Makeup Studio in the number 02. It's really nice to like use for your cheekbones. It's kind of like the perfect size to kind of bronze and contour at the same time. And then for my jawline, I'm taking this palette from Natasha Denona. And I'm taking this color right here, and I'm going to use that for the jawline. Now for my blush and highlight, I want to play with this new palette from NARS, which is called the Cali Blush and Highlight Palette. I already used the highlighter one time off camera and it's so freaking beautiful. And today I also want to try the blush. So first I'm going in with this peachy blush right here. And to apply this, I'm taking this brush, which is also from Makeup Studio in the name 03. And I'm just going to apply a little bit because as you can see, it's super pigmented. So I'm just tapping off the excess product. And then for my highlight, I'm gonna go in with this color right here. And to apply that, I'm taking the Morphe and Jaclyn G806 brush. And then here you have the finished result. I really hope you all enjoy watching today's video. I really enjoy creating this makeup look. I really love how it turned out. This is kind of like my go-to makeup look, but today I played with like a different kind of products. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. Also, the highlight is so freaking beautiful. I also love the little tiny winged liner. And yeah, just let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Also, let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!
Shouldn't have known.